I want to talk to you guys about what really happened with this car, so you guys can have an idea, so it won't be just out of nowhere like, where did this car from? But going back to this, since the Lexus broke down, which is at one point it was a family car, unfortunately the transmission went out. I never like to be depending on only one car, because if one car breaks, then how are you going to fix the other one? What I did, ended up purchasing this Ford Focus as a commuter. Well, I fixed that one over there, and in case this one breaks down on me, he gave me a misfire code. Instinct was just to go ahead and run, do the whole tune-up, plugs, wires. This one has a coil. I replaced that as well. Air filter, cleaned the mass airflow sensor, and it worked. It was working fine. And then I plug in the code reader. Let me turn this off real quick. This doesn't really have too much gas. See? I plug in the code reader, and it gave me the code of P1132, and an air leak, kind of like a vacuum leak. It could be a little hose, could be a vacuum line. It could be sometimes even the intake manifold gasket might have a little opening on, and it's just sucking air from there. It could be the throttle body gasket as well. So I did the common things before digging into it. The other thing that I did as well, I replaced the valve cover gasket, because boy, it was worn out and it was starting to leak. So I replaced the valve cover gasket as well. I replaced the exhaust manifold gasket too, because the oil from right here, when it was dripping with the oil gasket on the valve cover, it dripped enough that it actually got into the manifold, and my assumption was that could be the reason why it might be throwing a misfire pulse. And the other thing that I did was actually replacing the PCV valve, then the elbow, then the rubber hose that goes all the way back to the intake manifold. I did that. And what else did I do? Oh, oxygen sensors. Ended up replacing it and replacing the both O2 sensors, the upstream and the downstream. What else did I do? Thermostat. I did that. To be honest, guys, the only reason why I'm doing this stuff, even though it says Bimmer works, and I have this and I have that, which the Lexus, which most likely I'm gonna be posting videos on both vehicles if I ever get to work on it. But it's not only BMWs that I'm actually familiar with. That if you guys have any issues, or if you have any questions of how I ended up tracing this problem, how I did things, just hit me up. I'll be gladly to help you out. One of the videos that I was watching, I mean, the guy seemed pretty professional. I am not gonna doubt any other knowledge that he has, but as far as when he was trying to explain he ended up saying that there was something wrong with the head or with some of the valve seals and stuff. They were probably worn out, and that's where I don't know. All I know that it just didn't sound accurate, because I mean it was running. I know when an engine doesn't have compression, I know how it runs and everything. I'm happy the fact that it wasn't the head, how the guy said in one of the videos, that I would have to tear the whole knee. I mean, I don't mind, but I just knew that it wasn't that. But that's it. Thanks you guys for watching, and we'll get to that one soon enough. In fact, very soon. I just have to go and get some gasoline, pour some in the gas tank, and drive it, and make sure it's running fine. And if anything happens, I'll do an update, just for the sake of trying to get it running. And I mean, once again, these are the vehicles that I have. I have the Focus, I have the BMW, and I have the Lexus. Well, the Lexus is gonna be a minute by the time I get to it. But there it is, guys. See you next time.